Hi everyone, today's recipe we are making a gluten-free, egg-free, and even soy-free chocolate chip cookies that are gonna knock your socks off. These are very delicious, they're chewy, they're not crunchy, they're chewy and delicious, I'm telling you. They are so good. I am just so proud of myself for what I came up with. And so I'm Rockin' Robin and I can't wait to show you how to do it. Alright guys, so let's go over all of our ingredients so we can get started. Alright guys, here's our ingredients. We have almond flour. You can buy this at the supermarket already as a flour. This is my secret ingredient here and I think gives these chocolate chip cookies the best flavor ever. This is oatmeal, actually, flour. So oat flour basically. And if you can't find it in the store, you can make your own by just using, regular oatmeal, old-fashioned oatmeal, and you just place it into your blender and you just blend it up until it turns into a nice fine powder, just like flour. Over here I've got some brown sugar and of course my chocolate chips. These are soy-free for those of you that want that. And these are just my favorite. Absolutely, hands down, my very favorite chocolate because it's so darn tasty. It's just the best in my view. Okay, so we'll need some butter. I've got some sugar. I've got back here, I have a combination put together there of baking powder and baking soda. Make sure you check your dates so that, that it hasn't expired. Otherwise, your cookies won't turn out like you'd like them. We also have, let's see, salt here. This is some gluten-free flour that I just picked up from Trader Joe's. We've got some vanilla extract, maple syrup, and a little bit of light coconut milk, which I also got from Trader Joe's. So our first step is to take our softened butter. You want to have softened butter, and so place your sugars and your butter into your mixer, I should say. And we're going to cream this until it's nice and light and fluffy. In another bowl, what you want to do is add all of your dry ingredients. So the almond flour, the oat flour, the gluten-free flour, the salt, toss that in, and the baking soda and the baking powder. And we're just gonna mix that so that it's combined. So now we're ready to add in our wet ingredients. So I'm gonna put in just a little touch of maple syrup. Here's our vanilla extract. I'm gonna put a couple of teaspoons of that in there. And our coconut milk goes right in. We're gonna blend this up until it's combined. All right, that looks pretty good. Now we're gonna start adding our flour. And I'm gonna add just a portion at a time. So a few scoops, and make sure that you do it on low, otherwise it's gonna poof up on your face. And then I'll just keep doing this until it's all incorporated in. You wanna scrape down your sides every so often when it looks like it needs it. Everything's blended in. Now it's time to add the chips. Stir those in. All right guys, our dough is done. And you know what is, when I first made these, and I took a little taste of the dough, because guess what? There's no eggs in this, and you can just eat all you want. And believe me, it was hard for me to stop eating this. But the dough, it's so good. I knew these were gonna be great cookies just by eating the dough. Preheat your oven to 350 degrees. And I have my baking dish here, my baking pan with parchment paper on it. And you can just scoop out little spoonfuls like you do with just regular old cookie dough. You can use a scooper or a spoon, whatever works for you. And just place it right on your cookie sheet. Now these do tend to flatten out a little bit more than I would have liked, but I'm telling you the flavor makes up for it. So leave a little room in between. Okay, so these are gonna go into a 350 degree oven for anywhere from 10 to say 13 minutes. All right, so our cookies are done. Mine were in there for about 14 minutes, so it just depends. Just don't overcook them. Now we're gonna let them sit on the pan for about 5 minutes before we take them off, and then I like to put mine on wax paper, which I have sitting right here. All right, I think these are cool enough. We can just place them right here on our wax paper. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this recipe. If you know anybody who needs a gluten-free recipe, then please share it with them. I'd really appreciate that, and I think they would too. These are really delicious. Like I said, you won't be able to tell they're gluten-free. So I'm gonna go ahead and try one of these again. I've already had the batter, as you know. I love that. But they're nice. These actually didn't flatten out too bad, which I'm really happy about. I'm in chocolate chip cookie heaven right now. And you know what goes good with that, of course, is a glass of milk. You gotta have your milk with your cookies, right? So guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Like I said, please share it. Give me a thumbs up if you liked it, and leave me a comment. Let me know how you like it once you try it. Thanks again, everybody. Don't forget to subscribe by clicking that button right up there, and we'll see you next time in the next video.